이제 대위 아닙니다.
대위 아니 뭔데요? 혹시 잘렸어요, 군에서?
아니요.
Lovely viewers, welcome back to the channel. Today we have an absolutely shocking and heart-racing update that is going to make your jaw drop. Are you ready? Because this one is going to have you asking, is this really happening? The topic that has the entire internet buzzing right now is this. Song Joong-ki's close friend has confirmed that Song Hye Kyo still messages him. Yes, you heard that right, lovely viewers. After everything, after the divorce, after moving on, and even after all the new love rumors, this revelation has set social media on fire. So let's dive right into it and break down every detail for you because trust me, this story is going to keep you glued until the very end. Imagine waking up this morning, scrolling through your feed, and seeing a headline that reads, Song Joong-ki's friend reveals shocking truth. Song Hye Kyo still keeps in touch. That's exactly what happened to millions of fans today. And as you can guess, the reactions have been absolutely wild. People are screaming, some are heartbroken, and others are saying, maybe this isn't what it looks like. But what does it really mean? Let's find out together. According to a very close friend of Song Joong-ki, someone who has been with him through thick and thin, Hye Kyo has never completely cut ties. The friend claims that despite everything that has happened, she still sends him messages from time to time. Now, lovely viewers, before we all start jumping to conclusions, let's think about this. What kind of messages could these be? Are they friendly, casual check-ins? Or is there something deeper that we don't know about yet? Because the way this friend described it has everyone raising their eyebrows. The friend reportedly said, Hye Kyo occasionally reaches out just to check how he's doing. It's never constant, but she hasn't erased him from her life completely. Lovely viewers, let that sink in for a second. She hasn't erased him from her life completely. Those are some powerful words, don't you think? In a world where exes usually go their separate ways and never look back, this revelation has fans wondering if maybe, just maybe, there's still some unfinished business between them. And you know what fans are like. They don't miss a single detail. Right after this news dropped, people started pulling up old interviews, old social media posts, and even those little moments during public events when their eyes seemed to find each other. Twitter is going crazy with hashtags like hashtag Song Song Reunion and hashtag Hye Kyo Messages Joong-ki, and fans are debating day and night. Is this a sign of lingering love, or is it just two mature people being civil and friendly? Lovely viewers, I need to ask you this right now. What do you think? If someone still messages their ex, does that mean feelings are still there? Or can it be completely innocent? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I know this one is going to divide opinions. Now, let's dig a little deeper into what these messages might contain, because the friend didn't spill everything, but they gave us enough hints to keep us guessing. The friend said, it's usually short messages, not long conversations, but it shows that she still cares about his well-being. That one word, cares, has fans losing their minds. Because care is a big thing, lovely viewers. You don't check in on someone you've forgotten, right? So why is she still checking in? Is it because of their past bond, because they shared so much history, or because deep down those feelings never really faded away? And let's not forget, lovely viewers, this isn't just any ex-relationship. This was the Song Song couple, the power couple of Korea, the couple that made millions believe in fairy tale love. Their wedding was like a royal event, their chemistry was undeniable, and their breakup shattered hearts everywhere. So for fans who have been secretly wishing for a miracle, this news feels like a ray of hope. People are saying things like, once you've loved someone that deeply, a part of you will always care. And honestly, I can't disagree. But hold on, it gets even more interesting. Some insiders claim that Joong-ki doesn't ignore these messages. In fact, the friend said, he usually responds politely. He's not cold to her. Now tell me, lovely viewers, what does that sound like? If he truly wanted to move on completely, wouldn't he just ignore them? The fact that he replies shows that there's still some level of comfort, some level of connection that hasn't been completely severed. And let's be honest, wouldn't you be curious if someone like Song Hye Kyo texted you after all that time? Fans have already started theorizing that these messages could lead to something more. Some say they might be trying to rebuild a friendship, while others think this could be the beginning of a reconciliation story. And you know how the internet works. Within minutes, there are already edits on TikTok with captions like, "Maybe true love always finds its way back." And honestly, the way things are unfolding, anything is possible. But here's the big question, lovely viewers. Does this mean trouble for Lee Min-ho? Because as you know, song Hye Kyo has been linked with him in the most romantic ways lately. The wedding rumors, the family moments, the adorable declarations of love. Fans have been shipping them hard. So where does this revelation fit into that picture? Is it possible to love someone new and still care about someone from your past? Or does this complicate everything? I need to hear your thoughts on this because this is where the drama really begins. Before we move forward, let's do a quick interactive moment. If you think these messages are innocent, type "friendly vibes" in the comments. But if you think there's something deeper, type "still in love." Let's see which one wins, because I have a feeling this debate is going to get heated. Now, let me tell you what else the friend revealed, because this part had me clutching my phone in disbelief. The friend said, "Sometimes the messages come during holidays or big occasions like birthdays." Lovely viewers, do you know what that means? It's not random, it's intentional. She remembers those special dates, she reaches out when it matters. And that, my friends, speaks volumes. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't remember. And if you did remember but wanted to stay away, you wouldn't act on it. But she did. So what does that tell us? Some fans believe this is just her being kind, maintaining a level of respect because of everything they shared. But others are convinced that this is her way of keeping a door open, even if just a tiny crack. Which side are you on? I'm dying to know because honestly, I can see both arguments and it's making me think. Can you ever truly close the chapter on a love like theirs? Lovely viewers, we are just scratching the surface here, and the more I think about it, the more questions I have. Did Joong ever initiate any conversations? Does Lee Min-ho know about this? What does this mean for the future? And most importantly, are we looking at the start of a massive drama that no one saw coming? Does this revelation mean we're about to witness the comeback of a love story that once broke records? Or is it just a case of friendly messages that fans are reading too much into? Now let's take a deeper look at what the friend didn't say outright but strongly hinted at. Remember the part where the friend said, "Sometimes, the messages come during holidays or big occasions like birthdays." That detail has literally set the entire fandom into a frenzy. Why? Because, lovely viewers, birthdays and holidays aren't just casual moments. They're personal, intimate times when you reach out to people who truly matter to you. And if Hye Kyo is doing this, what does that mean? Is it a quiet whisper of old affection that refuses to die? Or is it simply the way a kind-hearted person operates, despite the past? Let's break this down even further because the timeline matters here. Insiders are claiming that these messages didn't just start recently. They've been happening quietly for a while. Think about that for a moment, lovely viewers. All this time, when we were seeing her name linked to Lee Min-ho, when fans were celebrating their possible romance, she was still sending occasional check-in messages to Joong. Can you feel the drama boiling here? Because if this is true, then the narrative we've all been following just took a shocking twist. But wait, it gets even spicier. Another insider, yes, someone close to the situation, has allegedly said that Joong has never shown annoyance about these messages. In fact, the friend claims that sometimes he smiles when he reads them. Lovely viewers, pause right there. Why would he smile? Is it nostalgia? Is it relief that they can still communicate without bitterness? Or is it something deeper? Something he hasn't admitted to anyone, maybe even himself? Picture this with me. Joong sitting in his living room, phone in hand, and suddenly his screen lights up with a message from Hye Kyo. It's short, maybe just a "Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year." But that one line carries a universe of emotions, doesn't it? If you've ever loved someone so deeply, you know that even the smallest words can bring back a flood of memories. And this, lovely viewers, is why fans are convinced that this isn't just casual. Because feelings that big don't just vanish. They linger quietly like an echo that refuses to fade. Now let's talk about the fan theories that are blowing up every corner of the internet right now. Hashtags like hashtag song song comeback, hashtag what does this mean, and even hashtag Lee Min-ho watch out are trending. Some fans are writing long posts saying this is proof that destiny is pulling them back together. Others are saying, no way, this is just her being respectful and polite. But here's where it gets really interesting. Some fans believe that these messages could lead to private meetups in the future. Imagine if one day we get a leaked photo of the two of them having coffee together. The internet would literally break. And here's a detail that no one is talking about yet, but I think we need to consider. Does Lee Min-ho know about these messages? Because if he does, then what does that say about his relationship with Hye Kyo? Is he confident enough to trust her completely? Or could this be a tiny crack that turns into something bigger later on? And lovely viewers, what if he doesn't know? Can you imagine the storm that would hit if he finds out from the media instead of her? That would be drama on a whole new level. Now let's play a little interactive game because I want to hear your predictions. If you think these messages are harmless, type no big deal in the comments. But if you believe this is the start of something we never saw coming, type old flames reignite. I'll be watching to see which one wins because honestly, even I can't decide right now. But hold on, before you decide, let me give you another bombshell detail the friend revealed. Are you ready for this? The friend said, and I quote, "She doesn't just text. Sometimes she sends pictures of things that remind her of old times." Lovely viewers, what? Pictures that remind her of old times. That's not casual anymore. That's emotional. That's personal. That's the kind of thing you do when you want someone to feel a connection, even if it's subtle. And now I'm thinking, what kind of pictures could these be? A scenic spot they once visited together. A meal they used to share. Maybe even a throwback to something only they would understand. Whatever it is, this just changed everything. So now the big question becomes, why is she doing this? Is it because she regrets how things ended? Is it because she's realizing that the love they shared was too rare to just let go? Or is it simply because, despite everything, they'll always have a bond that no one else can touch? And if that's the case, where does that leave Lee Min-ho, the man who has been showering her with love and praise lately? Are we about to see a love triangle that will put every K-drama to shame? Lovely viewers, we are not done yet. Not even close. In fact, we're just getting started because I have even more details coming up, including whispers of Joong Ki's reaction to these messages, what his friends really think about all of this, and how fans are already speculating about a secret meeting that might have happened recently. Trust me, you do not want to miss what I'm about to share next. Remember where we left off. I told you there were whispers about a private meetup between Song Hye Kyo and Song Joong Ki, and the fact that Lee Min-ho might not even know about it. Well, buckle up, because the details surrounding this alleged meeting are beyond what anyone expected. According to the friend who first leaked the information about the messages, this meetup didn't happen by chance. It wasn't a random crossing of paths at an event or a casual encounter. The insider claims it was planned, discreetly and very carefully. Now, before your minds start racing, let me explain how this supposedly went down. Reports suggest that this happened in a very private cafe in Seoul, one that is known for catering to high-profile celebrities who want to avoid attention. The source revealed that this meeting lasted for nearly 2 hours. 2 hours. Can you imagine what they could have discussed in all that time? Fans online are already speculating about the possible topics of their conversation. Some say they might have been talking about closure, maybe clearing the air about their past, apologizing and wishing each other well. Others, however, believe this was more than just closure. Some fans are convinced that if Song Hye Kyo truly went out of her way to meet him, it means there's still a strong emotional pull between them, something that hasn't disappeared even after all these years. And here's where things get even more interesting. The same insider hinted that during this meeting, the energy between them was far from cold. In fact, they described it as comfortable and familiar, like two people who know each other deeply and still care. That statement alone has fans completely losing it on social media. People are saying things like, if they can sit together for 2 hours and laugh like old times, then the spark is still there. Lovely viewers, I want you to pause and really think about that. If there was no emotional connection left, Would this meeting even happen? Now, of course, the biggest question is, does Lee Min-ho know about this? Some insiders say yes, while others claim absolutely not. And let me tell you, the debate around this question is intense. Fans are split down the middle. Some believe hye kyo is too honest to hide such a thing from Lee Min-ho, while others think she might have kept it a secret to avoid unnecessary drama. But then again, could Lee Min-ho truly be okay with this if he knew? How would you feel, lovely viewers, if you were in his shoes? Would you be fine with your partner meeting their ex privately for hours? Or would that make you question everything? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is where things get really complicated. And now, let me tell you the part that's making headlines everywhere. The friend who started this whole revelation about the messages actually confirmed something that has everyone's hearts racing. They said, Song Joong-ki smiled the entire time after that meeting. He told us it felt like nothing had changed. Can you believe that? Felt like nothing had changed. That one sentence is enough to make anyone wonder if there's still something left between them. Something real, something that time and distance couldn't erase. But wait, it doesn't stop there. After the meeting, both hye kyo and Song Joong-ki were spotted posting cryptic captions on their social media accounts. hye kyo shared a serene picture of the sky with the words, "Some things feel like home." And just a day later, Song Joong-ki posted a simple quote, "The past has a way of finding us." Lovely viewers, do you think that's a coincidence? Or do you believe those captions were subtle hints about what just happened between them? Fans are analyzing these posts like detectives, trying to piece together the truth, and honestly, it's one of the biggest celebrity mysteries right now. So, what does this mean for Lee Min-ho and hye kyo's relationship? Are they strong enough to survive all these rumors and whispers? Or is this the beginning of a storm that could change everything? Some fans fear that if Lee Min-ho hasn't heard about this meeting yet, finding out through the media could create serious drama. Others believe he might already know and fully trust hye kyo, which could make their relationship even stronger. But the truth is, none of us really know what's going on behind closed doors, and that's what makes this story so addictive. Lovely viewers, here's what I want to ask you now. If these messages and this private meeting really happened, do you think hye kyo still has feelings for Song Joong-ki? Or is this truly just about friendship and respect? And if there are lingering feelings, could this lead to something bigger? Could we actually see a reconciliation between these two, even after everything? And if that happens, what will it mean for all the headlines about her and Lee Min-ho? Imagine the chaos. That would be the ultimate plot twist. But guess what? There's one more rumor floating around that will blow your mind if it turns out to be true. Some insiders are saying this might not be the last time they meet. In fact, whispers suggest that another meeting is already being planned, and this one might not be so secret. If they are seen together in public, it will break the internet completely. Do you want me to dig deeper into these rumors and bring you every detail about this possible second meeting, including where it might happen and who else might be involved? Because if I give you that, we'll be stepping into the most shocking chapter of this story yet.